So I changed it a little bit, and there was a wrong card.
Marriage brought to you by Moss Service in Hansville Funeral Home. Graveside services for Emmy Albright Besley, 81 of Cullman, will be at 3 p.m. tomorrow at Hebron Church of Christ Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Visitation will be from 1 to 2 p.m. tomorrow at the funeral home. Funeral services for Thurman Lee Pope, age 74 of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Pastor Johnny Milligan officiating interment in Vinemont Baptist Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Visitation will be from 6 to 9 p.m. this evening at the funeral home. Memorial services for Diane Twilly Rodriguez, age 54 of Hansville, are incomplete and will be announced at a later date by Cullman Funeral Home. Funeral services for Turner Jacobs, age 95 of Cullman, will be today at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Frank Wood and Ken Dees will officiate burial in Crossroads Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Visitation will be 9 a.m. to noon today at the funeral home. Funeral services for Terry Ray Hendricks, age 50 of Cullman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Junior Brad will officiating, with interment in the Berlin Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Funeral services for David Lemons, age 66, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Chapel, interment in Cullman City Cemetery. Visitation will be 6 to 9 p.m. this evening. Moss Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Lois Looney Dollar, age 98, passed away on Sunday. Visitation will be at 1 p.m. on January 13th at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel in Cullman. A service celebration of long life, well lived, will follow in the chapel at 2 p.m. with those in attendance. Otis Levon Sweet Sweatman, age 68, passed away Saturday at Walker Baptist Medical Center. Funeral services will be at 2 p.m. today at Welcome Baptist Church. The Reverend Kenny Sudduth will officiate. Interment in the church cemetery. He will lie in state from 1 to 2 p.m. Visitation will be from 6 to 9 p.m. This evening at the funeral home. Sarah M. Phillips passed away January 11th at her residence. She was born December 17th, 1948, to Samuel and Ruby Graham. Funeral services will be at 2 p.m. today at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Brother Barry Henderson will officiate interment in Cullman City Cemetery. The family will receive friends from noon until 2 p.m. today at the funeral home. Funeral services for Harry Gordon Harbor, age 88 of Cullman, will be held at a later date. Cullman Heritage Funeral Home is assisting the family. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2 right here in Coleman, Alabama. It is the morning after the championship game.
Woohoo! Did you stay up and watch it?
I didn't stay up and watch it. I saw the highlights from it, and, it was just convincingly in one team's favor. I think one team kind of had it in the bag from the get-go. But now we can just look forward to next season.
I guess so.
Everybody can. We could just put all that behind us and all that, everything else that happened, and look forward to more football in August.
I guess so. Everybody's in Ohio is very excited.
Everybody in Ohio is really happy, and everybody who lives in Alabama that was for Ohio is probably pretty happy too. And actually, Alabama fans are probably pretty happy because it makes it look like we didn't lose to such a bad team.
Right.
So, how was your weekend?
It was great.
It was good. Did you do anything special?
No, I did not.
That is Coleman for you right there. We don't do many special things, do we?
Well, I just played it just low key this past weekend.
We kicked off school last week on Wednesday, and so this weekend was kind of like that last, I'm going to take a break.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything really big, but let's go ahead and take a look at the weather this morning. Of course, it's brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. The almanac for today, January the 13th, looks a little bit like this. The average high, it's going to be 51 degrees. The record being set at 76 degrees in 1972. The average low, 32 degrees. The record being set at negative 8 degrees in 1918.
Cold.
That is cold. Sunset tonight at 4:58 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 6:53 a.m. Here's a look at the southeast radar for you. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for today. Today it's going to be a high of 38, the overnight low 32 degrees. It says it's supposed to be cold and cloudy. So tomorrow it looks like we're going to be up to 42 degrees, getting a little bit warmer. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the forecast for the week. Going into the weekend, looks like we have highs getting up there into the 50s, 48 on Friday, 55. It looks like it will be the maintained high through Monday. No chance of rain for the weekend.
No, but it looks cloudy and overcast.
It looks cloudy and overcast, but it'll get a little warmer.
No,
so that'll cheer some people up.
Yeah, make us a little bit happier, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's go ahead and also take a look at our Facebook friend while we're at it this morning.
And that would be Mary Woods, and Mary likes Beyonce and Precious. So,
all right.
Okay. I know who Beyonce is. Who is Precious? Is she also a singer?
That is a film.
Oh,
it's a film.
Okay.
It is
very good.
It is a film. I think it won some Academy Awards.
Okay, very
good. But thanks for being our Facebook friend.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give her a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just remember, Mary, to come by here first to pick up your certificate.
Absolutely. And on this day, January the 13th,
wow,
we have a great day in history. On this day, Johnny Cash performed live at Folsom Prison, of course, in Folsom, California. He was joined by his wife, June Carter, and the Tennessee Three. They performed 2 shows, and of course, out of these 2 shows, they got the live CD, the track that rocketed to the top. Yep. Folsom Prison.
He was going back to his roots, wasn't he?
Yeah, he sure was.
Because he was in prison for a
little while.
Yeah.
But the neat thing about that show was when he recorded it, it was when also another artist played with him that was also becoming a breakout artist, but Carl Perkins.
Okay.
Blue Suede Shoes played with him as well. So
it
was a very very good time there.
Well, and I'm sure that the prisoners at that time appreciated him, and he probably realized really what they were going through and felt like he wanted to.
Well, that song, I'm sure, connected with them.
Yeah.
But he of course went on to do many great things. That was really the jump start of his career.
Was it?
He had a few hits before that, but it really took off. What's funny is a little bit of tidbit of information is when they released that track onto the radio. It was around the time that Robert Kennedy, the senator, was shot and assassinated.
Oh, okay.
And so they had to take the track back into the studio and re-record the line, "I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die."
Oh.
And so, of course, Cash was not very happy about that.
Yeah.
So when they did that, they re-released it, and then it got even more popular than it was before.
Wow.
So just things you learn.
Yeah,
things
I
you
know.
learn.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting. We have a great show for everybody. Tell us about our guest today.
Mr. Garry Marchman is here.
Of course.
He's new commissioner, and he's been, I think, inducted back in November, so he's had a couple of months under his belt.
Yep.
And I said, well, we wanted him to talk about what was happening, and he said, how long do you have?
How long do we have?
I just said, not that long. But we will visit with him today and see how things are going and see how he's doing in his new position.
Absolutely. We're going to visit with him right after this first commercial break, so don't go away.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
And welcome back once again. Garry Marchman is here. He's the newly elected, councilman, or
County Commissioner.
County Commissioner.
Place 2.
Yes, thank you. I had it all in my head and it just didn't come out right. But anyway, for the west side of the county. And so welcome back to the show.
Thank
I know
you.
you were here when you were campaigning.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
but how does it feel to actually be in office?
Hey,
now?
it's interesting. We're motivated, still motivated, and of course headstrong. We've got a lot of things that we're looking at that we think will improve Coleman. We think, if you're looking for specifics, I could give you specifics on every department. But one thing in particular that we're doing is we've started every 2 weeks, all of the directors over all of the things that we're responsible for, like your water department, economic development, road department, parks, on and on. We meet every 2 weeks and we go over budgets. We go over all the information, the past projects they've had, the future projects they're looking at, and we try to not only identify to everybody what's going on, but build cohesion within the county so that we can start some bigger projects that we're looking forward to incorporating later on.
Right. Now, are you feeling like you're working well with the other
Oh
commissioners?
yeah, we're working well together, and an example of that. The other day we hired a Commission on Aging director.
Right.
I happened to recommend one person, the other 2 commissioners recommended another. After the point system, we used a point system, but the last 2 people that we had tied in points.
Right.
So anyway, when the other 2 commissioners recommended the other person, then I'm going to jump on board and go out there and say, this is a decision we've made, and we're going to give them 100% of our support.
Right.
So.
Okay. Yeah, well, and that's that teamwork. That's what
exactly
makes
right.
it, everybody kind of work together and come together and stuff like that. So, and is this what you expected, or is this a little bit different?
It's what I expected. I expected this. I don't think anything was a big shock to me when I took office, because I had done a lot of research on how the county was run in the past and where the county's headed, but we're working on a lot of projects, and right now we're not doing a lot of strategic planning because we're having to get everything lined up for the strategic planning that we want to do.
Right.
And part of that is a big deal of operational planning, you know. And I'm not talking about any of the previous commissioners, but it seems like sometimes we spend more of our time putting out fires rather than we do being proactive about things that are going on.
Right. We're reactive rather than proactive.
Right. Exactly,
and you guys are trying to be proactive.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Any goals in particular that you would like to accomplish?
Yeah, you know, we talked about it during my campaign. You know, we want to pave more roads, and there's
Coleman County still has some dirt roads. Yes,
and you know that's always the big issue, and probably 9 out of the 10 phone calls you receive are going to be about roads.
Yes, that's a biggie.
And it's understandable why. And we're looking at ways that we can create more income, or excuse me, create a bigger budget for our road department. But when we do this with a current revenue, then we have to take away from other departments. So if you, you know, if you build your road department, then you're going to have to take away from places like our Commission on Aging, or like our park systems, or like our economic development, or CARTs, or you follow what I'm saying?
Sure. It's hard to juggle all that,
yes, ma'am.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Without
ma'am.
raising taxes.
Right.
That's the big evil. That's a bad word. Two bad words.
And you know, it's been since the 80s since our road taxes actually went up. And when I say road tax, I'm talking about our tax on fuel. You know, I think we get, I forgot exactly, I think it's 2.5 cents or something per gallon of gas. Well, it's been like that since the 80s. You know, and out of the 42 cents total tax for roads on fuel, you know, a big part of it goes to the federal government, a big part of it goes to the state government, and we wind up with a little over 2 cents per gallon.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To maintain the infrastructure that we have on roads.
Now, the decrease in prices, I guess that affects you as well, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't change the tax base.
Okay, so
Right.
you basically get 2.5% or whatever.
Actually, you know, the economists don't like to see that decrease in fuel prices, but we do, because people are going to drive more, they're going to spend more money on gas, and it's going to increase our revenue, our intake for roads. So.
Right, okay. So that really doesn't affect you in any way?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, well, good thing.
So your position, is it, and this is just to kind of clear it up for me, does your position work based on like people, like when people call you, is that the sort of, like, if they say, hey, our road's not paid, how does that go into, do y'all put that into a system, or how does that work?
You know, we've got we're working on finishing up a grading system for our roads, and what I mean by that is we've got roads that maybe have one house on it that's a small 3/4 mile paved road. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, that person's still a taxpayer, but our roads that have to take priority are our roads that people travel every day.
For sure.
Multiple people, like, you know, take Highway 222 for instance. You know, that's especially during the summertime, all those lake houses and stuff. You know, that's a heavily used county road.
Right.
And we have roads like that are the main veins to the city of Coleman or to other cities. You know, so we have to concentrate on getting those up to par to begin with, and then after that, we have to get outside in these areas where there are communities that use the secondary roads.
Right.
You know, and then you get on to third use and fourth use roads. But we're trying to create a system to put in place to identify the worst spots, the highest use spots, and
so you can attack those.
Right.
Okay.
Does the squeaky wheel get the grease? Does that apply? Like, if you've got somebody that's just constantly bugging you, you finally get to say, okay, I want to do something about that.
You know, surprisingly, I've had quite a few people that to tell me that, look, I've been calling the commission office for 5 years, and you're the first commissioner that's returned my call. You know, so we've had a lot of positive feedback. Now, whether or not I fixed their problem, I talk to them.
Right,
you know,
right.
And some problems we can't jump right on and fix. But you know, if somebody's got a pothole on their road, then the next time we're patching holes in that area, then we're going to go by there and make sure that we get that road if they call me. So yes, ma'am. You know, it does make a difference for the people to help identify.
Right.
You know, I would recommend got no problem with anybody calling me.
Right.
But I would recommend they call the road department, because I'm going to call the road department, and we put that into a database. And they look at that, and that way they've got a plan of attack when they get into that area. These are the things that's got to be done.
Right.
Okay, so the Coleman City Road Department, or
No, county.
The county.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see strictly county.
Yeah.
What's the next thing that's a major issue as a commissioner?
After roads, all the things that we do to support. I guess it would be a lot of things in one area, and that's what I consider to be the support of our local people, and that falls into categories like our parks, our Commission on Aging. These are big deals, because and I know I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the Commission on Aging takes care of our seniors, and that's near and dear to me.
And Commission on Aging is a large.
It's a big. Right.
I mean, Randall Shedd has developed that into a great program.
Right.
Now Randall's not there anymore. The new guys come on, and he's got big shoes to fill. But we do have a lot of seniors. A lot of people come to Coleman to retire.
Now you don't hear a lot of complaints about stuff like this, and I go back to support functions. We've got a water department and a sanitation department also. Now we get some complaints, but not many through that.
Right. Right.
But everybody is not on the county water system. Some are on VAW and stuff like that, but the same person is still going to drive over that same pothole. So, So it comes back to a lot of that. But yeah, secondary, I guess, would be the support function, like I was mentioning, our parks and Commission on Aging.
Right. And we have some beautiful parks. Good parks. Smith Lake Park and Sportsman's Lake Park.
A lot of events that are planned for the next year, and the Ag Center. We also have it now, and it's got events planned. Just about every weekend from now to June. I think they've got just a few weekends open. We've got Clarkston Covered Bridge. That project. They're finishing that project on the bridge out there, which was a refurbishment for a historical area, and that's it's a small park, but it's a great place where we're looking into repairing our grist mill that's out there, so we can start milling cornmeal. Making corn, crushing corn again for meal. Little stuff like that. But that's important to folks.
Sure.
And when you look at it from a numbers perspective, you never get your money back out of those.
Right.
But
it's restoring the historic value. It's got a little bit of tourism involved, And actually, Coleman does have a lot of tourism. I think because of, I know City Parks and Rec have a lot of softball games.
Oh yeah, there's things that go on year round.
Yeah, but people come in, to see the area, and so it affects all of us.
It affects all of us. One quick thing that I wanted to mention, one thing that I'm incorporating is I'm going to start having a meeting. I'm going to try to do it at least once a month in different communities. I'm having my first meeting will be January the 20th at Jones Chapel Fire Department, and then I've got the next one scheduled for January the 29th at West Point at the Town Hall. So if the people in these communities that are listening, I would encourage them to come out, and we'll fill them in on what the county's doing, and
that's where they can voice their opinions.
And they can voice their opinions, and if most of the taxpayers say we want this, then that's what I'm going to focus on.
How can they figure out or find out if there's one in their area? Is there a website, or can they call up?
Yeah, they could call the county commission office. I hadn't got all of them scheduled. These are the first two that I scheduled.
Right.
And like I said, January the 20th at Jones Chapel, 29th at West Point, and I posted it in the paper, and I've got it posted at Jones Chapel at the businesses there locally, and I'm going to take some flyers to West Point here this week and try to get them out, at the businesses.
Do y'all have a website?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you're right. I need to get it on the web. I've already been hit up about that. Put it on Facebook and Twitter and the website. Yeah, we got to do this.
Because even the elderly now follow all of that as well. So.
And if his schedule will allow him to be, Corey Harbison said that he was also going to try to be there if his schedule will allow him to be. Maybe we can have some participation from our representative that they can address issues also too.
Well, very good.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Mr. Gary.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good luck. It sounds like you're doing a good job.
We're working.
We'll have you on in a couple of months to spill out some more information for us.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Don't go away, everybody. We're going to come back and do our merchant ad segment right after this. See you in a second.
Y'all got a question?
Let's go! 50 Omaha, set hut.
Losing feeling in my toes.
Nothing beats that new car smell. Chicken parm, you taste so good.
Nationwide is on your side.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Welcome back to the show. This is the part of the show where we like to give away some prizes. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. We have a day pass for free admission for one to Hurricane Creek Park. We also have 2 free cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. And we have an assorted bag of apples from Steel Orchard. So let's go ahead and jump into these ads this morning. Night Free Insurance has been providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. That is a long time. You can visit them on the web at nightfreeinsurance.com or call them at the number at the bottom of the screen.
And Berkeley Bob's Coffee House and Whole Earth Store. Stop by there today to get a good fresh cup of coffee. They also have teas and an espresso bar and so forth, and also open mic night.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and service, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim.
And Pizza Hut, where you have all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. The buffet's open from 11 to 2 and on Sunday nights from 5 until 8 at Pizza Hut.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome. Used books half price every day and new books 20% off every day. They also have gift certificates available.
And Cotton State Barns, where you can buy or rent to own. No credit check, you're approved. Barns starting as low as $14.96, located right there on 278 West, just past I-65.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear is Coleman's only specialty store for men's suits and sport coats, and we will also have him on the show Thursday.
And Hair by Loretta is the color specialist. She has hair care for the whole family. Color, highlights, body wave straightening, waxing, and spa pedicures available at Hair by Loretta.
Tires for Less. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks and brakes, and alignments. They also feature Bridgestone and Firestone tires, open at all the available times there.
And Frostings has flavors of the month for January. Hot chocolate, Oreo cheesecake, chocolate birthday cake. Oh, they all sound so yummy. They're even serving soup now on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Grand Point Pharmacy, coffee and gifts. Kids can choose the flavors of their medicine now, and they say we make managing your prescriptions easy because managing your health is hard enough. All right, that is the first round of our merchant ads right here on the show. Our question today is a little sweet.
A little sweet.
Which one? This is a question. We want you to call in and tell us what is the name of the advertiser on the program that sells cupcakes.
Yep. That's easy enough.
There you go. Give us a call. You get all of the great prizes that we mentioned earlier. Give us a call today while we take a look at Money Matters. Of course, it's brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, you all. I'm Rusty, and this is Caitlin, and we both work at Premier Bank of the South. Caitlin, can you tell everybody about opening checking accounts through the bank?
Yes. For first-time customers, we offer checking accounts and savings accounts. You have to have a state driver's license, and we do pull credit as a first-time procedure. It is $100 to open a checking account. That is a transaction-based account. You have a debit card and checks that you can use to make your debits. You offer an unlimited amount of deposits and an unlimited amount of transactions. So if you have automatic draft, automatic deposit, those things are fine. We also offer a savings account. It is $10 to open. That's not really a transaction account. You're allowed 6 withdrawals per quarter, but you're allowed to make as many deposits as you would like. That's because we earn a little bit of interest in those, and those are used typically for savings. It earns a 0.20 interest rate, so come by and check us out.
We have a lot of good folks just like Caitlin who help guide you through what you need. We'll talk to you and decide whether a savings account is what you need or a low transaction checking account or whatever. And we have multiple locations too. Caitlin, will you let everybody know how to find us?
Yes, you can go to our website, premierbankofthesouth.com, and you can find all of our 10 locations on there, and also our bank phone number if you have any questions.
We look forward to seeing everybody.
All right, I don't think we have any calls.
I heard the phone ringing,
yeah,
but
the phone
apparently...
rang a couple times, but nobody on the other end.
Yep.
Well, oh well. Let's go ahead and move on with our ads this morning. Of course, they're right here on Channel 2. Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, featuring the family barbecue package, a pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns, located inside the Berlin Quick Stop.
And Steel Orchard has the highest quality products at the lowest possible price since 1985. Check out their baked items at Steel Orchard, located right there on County Road 1141.
Chesley Oaks Golf Course opens 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. It's an 18-hole golf course facility and beautifully manicured bent greens, 4 sets of tees to suit golfers of all abilities.
And Casa Cafe, where they have specials every day, but they also have tacos, fajitas, burritos, and more. And they feature a buffet on Friday and Sundays at 509 Main Avenue.
Earl's Body Shop voted Best Automotive Repair in Coleman. They also offer a variety of towing opportunities and availabilities. Check them out on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
And birthday cake Oreo is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen. Now, does that not look yummy or what? What a great combination. Oreo is their favorite blizzard, their best blizzard.
Yeah, it's really good. Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, while we're talking about ice cream, fitness opportunities, they offer a variety of them you can see there.
And BeFit also offers a great variety of workout type stuff at their fitness facility in downtown Coleman. It's just $100 per month. And right now, I think they have a special, Dennis said, for January. It's $50 a month. So
well, there you go.
Go by and
check them
sign
out.
up for it. Yeah.
So that is our merchant ad segment right here on Today on 2. We're going to come back right after this break and tell you about some stuff going on in Coleman that you can do for free.
For free?
On our Community Billboard segment. So don't go away.
There are moments in your life you want to remember forever. Preserve them in stone with the fine jewelry you'll find at Doug Doggett Jewelers in Coleman. Whether you're looking for the finest quality stones, designer jewelry, or a custom piece designed with your moment in mind, our knowledgeable and friendly staff can meet your needs. Selection, quality, expertise. You'll find all of this and more at Doug Doggett Jewelers. For your next unforgettable moment, come to Doug Doggett Jewelers in Coleman.
As soon as you've conquered coq au vin, there's chocolate to souffle. There's baklava to build from scratch, and béarnaise to top epic fillets. There is you and your guts, and heat that you can trust. KitchenAid Even Heat technology gives you incredible control over sautéing, melting, and simmering, and the most even baking across all racks. And when everything you try turns out, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Coleman Community Concert presents The Diamonds. It's a classic 50s rock and roll with a modern attitude at the Betty Leith Haynes Center, and that's going to be on Thursday, January the 22nd at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available at the door. And warm coats are like warm hugs. Give a kid a hug. Now going on through January the 15th, you can drop off your clean, gently used winter coats for infants to age 14 at the Red Door Emporium. And the event kickoff is going to be held Thursday night for the Relay for Life of the American Cancer Society. That's going to begin at 5:30 in the Fellowship Hall of Coleman First Baptist Church. The big event will be held at 6 p.m. to midnight on Friday, May the 1st at the Coleman County Fairgrounds. For more information, give Helen Allen a call at 256-709-4019. And Frederick J. Arsenault is doing a book signing at the Huddle House in Hanceville. We've had Mr. Arsenault on. He's a local author, and of course portions of the proceeds are going to go to benefit St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And if you have something you would like to report to us, you can send it to our webpage at channel2coleman.com. Give us a call, 256-734-7399, or like us on Facebook at Channel 2 Coleman.
And let's take one last, look at that. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Larry Wright. I'm glad he's having a birthday today. We're going to put his name into the drawing on Friday, where he has that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Now let's take one last look at the weather, brought to you, of course, by Mitch Schmidt Chevrolet. The forecast for today, the high will be 38 degrees, the overnight low 32 degrees. No chance of rain today or tomorrow as it warms up to 42 degrees. So we hope that everybody enjoyed the show today. Tomorrow we're going to have the Red Cross on here.
Yes, we are.
So they always, I'm sure, have some good things to talk about.
I guess so. What's happening in their area?
Yeah, what's happening in their neck of the woods. So look forward to seeing them tomorrow. And until then, from everybody here at Channel 2, have a great day.
Hope you do have a great day.